Well, hi everybody. My name is James Drew. Welcome to the Cedar Valley Seminary. This building opened in 1869 here in Osage, and we just want to show you a little bit about what we're up to here. We're restoring the building. It's actually moved a couple of blocks from its original place here in town, and we're really grateful that you're taking some time out to kind of see what we're up to here, and it's going to be a beautiful end project, we think. This is the reception area, and this is where the folks who come in to visit will be greeted, and our next stop is going to be where the old wrestling room was, so that's going to be my favorite stop. So believe it or not, when Osage started wrestling back in 1934, this is the room that was used for practice. And at that time, this was only a space about 16 feet by 20 feet wide. That was it. That's all the space was used. That's all it was. And they expanded it to 20 by 40 because some of the wrestlers kept flying into, and in some cases, right through the walls. So they had to break one down, and they made it larger, and we needed more room because we became very good as a wrestling team very quickly. And this is where Gerald Leeman got his start as a wrestler in junior high, coming in here and rolling around after the varsity practice was over. This is where they would go ahead and take their licks, so to speak, from the older boys. This is going to be, when we get finished refurbishing this part, kind of a little coffee area called Old Central Coffee. Old Central was the nickname that they gave this building because on the property it was on, the other building that was similar to this was called New Central. It was a little newer. But this was Old Central, so we're going to have Old Central Coffee in here, and it's going to be a great place to socialize and talk about old times. So this is just another angle of the wrestling room from the other side, from the back side of it. And I also wanted to mention that Eddie Viscasil, who ended up being chief of police, in 1934-35, he was on the inaugural team, and he was our first state qualifier. He won his first match by fall, but then got beat, so he didn't place. But the history and the storied and fabled tradition of Osage wrestle was born right in this room. And obviously, Albert Leeman, Germ's older brother, Ab, followed, and he was our first state champion in 1937 and also won it again in 1938 when Gerald was a freshman. So this area is going to be devoted to continuing education classes. Right here where I'm standing is going to be a baby grand piano, so we'll be able to do that type of thing, music in here, also any kind of writing classes that we would have, any kind of education that you could think would be done right in this area. It's a fun room. It's kind of just south of the original wrestling room. Also, we have 11 beautiful original windows in this area that really make it a special place. So we're panning this area so you can see kind of the whole breadth of the room. We're going to do a humanitarian view type thing where we show examples of people throughout Mitchell County's history. It's a rich history. Really some amazing people, not just Jerry Leeman, but a lot of people have come through here, and they've accomplished some great things, gone on to do great things for humankind, and that's where we'll kind of do the education for that in this area as well. So this is, again, the wrestling room that you're looking at right now where the coffee bar is, and then this continuing education area. And the thing I like about this shot is you can see how wide open it is. You can see all the way through the reception area, all the way through the front of the building. So it's going to have an open air feel as well as being an interesting place to come with your family and learn a little bit, play a little bit, and have some coffee as well. Also wanted to mention the fact that we've completely restored the original ceilings, and they are elegant. Upstairs especially, we'll show you some more. It really takes your breath away when you walk in here and just see the amazing craftsmanship that they used in the mid to late 1800s to make the ceilings really extra special. So. What you're looking at right now is downstairs in the Cedar Valley Seminary. This is the Leeman Visitor Center, and named after, obviously, the great Gerald Leeman. This wall right here is where we're going to have the engraving, life-size engraving of Jerry Leeman, coaching at Lehigh University, and we're going to have some very philosophical, inspirational sayings that Coach Leeman used to come up with, and you all know what those are. This area makes me want to assume the stance right here because I'm ready for you, Pendleton. Caruso, I'm ready. Because this is the basement area just to the side of where Gerald Leeman used to come and take showers in here before practice or after practice, and it was a main motivation for him to go out for wrestling because he didn't have any hot water at home and he wanted a hot shower, and so this was really the only place that he could get that, which made him want to go out for wrestling. This is another view of that Leeman Visitor Center, and what this space is going to be specifically used for is meeting space. Any civic groups, anyone, could be a school group, anybody who wants to can use this area for meeting space, and again, they're going to be greeted by that life-size engraving of Coach Leeman, so it's going to be a highly visible spot for people who want to have their meetings here. We're upstairs now. This is the main hall. Now, you saw the earlier meeting space in the Leeman Visitor Center. Well, we needed a larger meeting space as well. We can get upwards of 128 people in this beautiful room. This used to actually serve as the Baptist church, while the Baptist church, which is next door, was being built. But you can see how big the space is. It's really, really elegant. It's difficult to show you that on video, but you'll see when you come here that it's an elegant room. So not only could this place be used for meeting space, we could have awards presentations in here. You're looking from the vantage point from where the podium would be. So you'd have a speaker up here, chairs out here, could even have chairs and tables, maybe a dinner event. Again, I want to point out the ceilings because the ceilings are spectacular in this room. Every time I walk in here, it really, really blows me away how the amazing craftsmanship was used, and that's all original. That has not been fabricated in any way, so it's an amazing room. This wouldn't necessarily just be used for a meeting. It could be a presentation hall. So if you had an assembly type situation or an award situation, you are looking from the vantage point of where the podium would be, and then all the chairs and tables. You could have a dinner event out here, and also a family reunion type situation, or a birthday party, or an anniversary. If you've got 128 people, you can't fit them all in your house, but you could sure bring them here and have your event here. I love the beautiful ceiling. It's original to the building, and I just can't tell you how remarkable it is to see when you're actually here in person. I hope you can get a feel for it on video, but it's really, really beautiful. So now we're heading into a secondary hallway. It's right off the main hall, the larger room that we were just in, and it's a beautiful room. You could get about 30 people in here. You could use this as a conference center. Also, the people in the main hall could use this as maybe a place to set up, maybe put their pastries or whatever they're having for a snack, maybe their lunch. They could have their lunch in here after their meeting, or you could have even a wedding shower in here. And the really great thing about this area is it's right off, literally in the next room is a state-of-the-art culinary center, and that's where we're heading next. This area is really the work engine of this entire project. It's our beautiful, certified, fully licensed kitchen. People can come in here and use it. They can rent out the space. They can cater from here. We will have some cooking classes in here. One of Gerald Leeman's main messages was that he never regretted where he came from, and he grew up poor. He grew up hungry, admittedly. But part of this mission will be to try to continue Germ's mission of making sure that people no longer have to go as hungry as he did when he was growing up here in Osage. So this is really a really beautiful area. Again, fully licensed, fully certified kitchen, and we even have a certified staff that can take care of this and take care of your needs if you have an event here as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little tour of the seminary building, the Cedar Valley Seminary. It's something we're very proud of. And quite honestly, it really, this project is the genesis behind the book on Germ Leeman, Jerry Leeman, the man that we all love and appreciate and respect so well. The title of the book is Tough Street, which if you're watching this, you probably know why it's called Tough Street. It's going great thanks to the help of a lot of you, and we're hoping for a publish late spring, early summer. So hopefully maybe you'll be able to join us out here in Osage when we officially have our grand opening here at the Cedar Valley Seminary.